welcome back to Off Pitch Podcast. I am your host, Boniface Otieno, and I'm here today with two great friends off the pitch, but also equally fierce opponents when on the pitch. So just to kick us off, maybe slight introduction. Let's start from my left or my right. Mm-hmm.
I'm on the left.
Yeah, on the left.
Yeah, so I'm Dan Obonyo, a hockey player for Wazalendo Hockey Club, playing in the Premier League. About myself, I'm a social guy. I may appear intimidating, probably because of the physique, but I'm a very social guy. Graduate in political science and currently a student of human resource management at College of Human Resource in town. Yeah, so that's basically me in a nutshell.
What do you do for fun, Dan?
For fun, I do a lot of things for fun, but mainly I play hockey when hockey is not really available or there are no opponents, because I really love facing opponents. I love flexing. Yeah, so when hockey is not available, I do like swimming.
Yes.
I go for swimming, and I do like playing board games, which include Monopoly, which is my favorite. Yeah, that's what I do for fun mostly: hockey, swimming, Monopoly. But I'm always interested in or free to do new things and learn new things. So I meet people and they tell me, "Oh, Dan, can we do this and this?" And if it sounds interesting, why not? Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. Solo.
Yeah, my name is Solomon Mbadi. Currently, I'm a player for Parkroad in the second season. Yeah, so this is just me, like,
Professionally, najua unafanya graphic design. I maybe touch on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a professional freelancing designer.
Yeah.
I deal with everything related to graphics, from video editing, color grading, animation, kila kitu. Yeah.
Okay. Adi animation.
Yeah.
That's really great to know. Nime pick up to kidogo about it.
Yeah.
Maybe on because then it's only posters and all. Sikujua adi animation and
Design is wide.
Uh-huh.
Do everything. But currently my passion is so much into animation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I'm trying to animate something like, yeah.
You studied for it in school or university?
Film technology, AKU.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. I think that's also how I got to pick up on who you are. So apart from graphic design animation, what do you do for fun?
Is partying fun?
It's partying fun. Dan, it's partying fun.
Definitely. That's a no-brainer.
Okay, I like partying. Yeah, I like partying, and when I'm not partying, I'm cycling.
Uh-huh.
When I'm not cycling, I'm playing FIFA. Yeah, alone. It's like I play FIFA alone because the computer.
Yeah. Because I've heard of situations where Makori is calling out guys for FIFA and sijakusikia.
I'll never show up. I only won one match, and it was 1 year. I was back in 2017 around KM, and I've never played with someone else. Yeah, so I'd rather keep that one play, one won, no losses.
Who was your opponent?
I wasn't Jua, but
Yeah, so well, utashikilia tu hapo kidogo, then we come back to it. Maybe to say, how did you guys get into playing hockey?
So, my story is very interesting actually. From primary school, I was a football fan, a Ronaldinho fan. So I used to play football, holiday football, not doing homework, just playing football. So I got to high school. I went to Maranda High School, And obviously I'm going to play football in Maranda because I know I'm coming from primary telling myself, you're a good footballer and you're going to make it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I go to the field and I'm playing football and I'm like attending all the training sessions. You are talking from 1 year ago, an experience of 1 year ago. Professions do change.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm attending all the training sessions and there comes a time, there was this tournament around Kisumu which was called KB Opens, the famous Kisumu Boys Open.
Boys Open, yes.
And it was the it thing in high school. One, you go out, that day you're going to come back with chapos, lollipops, pin pops. You remember the pin pops? And so I'm psyched up and tell everyone in class, my guys, me naenda KB Opens. So it's Saturday morning, I'm at the game store, I pick up my shoes, my jersey, and I'm telling guys, tuonane on Sunday usiku, because KB Opens was a 2-day tournament. Okay. So it takes place on Saturday and Sunday. So it comes the time of leaving, and there is this Kalisto wanasoma mbele ya bus. So they call out your name and you get
into the bus.
It's time for soccer. And they are calling out people. I see strange people. They are Form 3s, Form 4s. I've never seen them before in training, but they're in the football list. So unaweza guess, of course, ilikuwa inaitwa kuhang. Na unajua kuhang was a very terrible thing. Because you see the bus going, and you have to go back and face the classmates that you told.
Yes.
So that pain and the laughter, people laughing at you. But ni life, si ni wanaume, wanasema wanaume ni kukazana.
Lazima.
So it comes a week after. I'm trying, in Miranda they were saying it's a strictly learning institution. We came to school to learn, not to play.
Not to go for curricular.
Co-curricular was an AOB.
Yes.
And so I'm attending the 5 to 6 preps. We had the 5 to 6 evening prep. And if it's not in your DNA, it's not. So I'm there, I hear people shouting at the football pitch, and I tell myself, man, huwezi kaa hapa for a whole semester. Trust me, I will get depressed. And so I decide, these 5 to 6 preps, I can just hang out outside, just chill. Usikuje class, just go shower, then chill. And the only chilling spot you can do is go and watch basketball, football, hockey. And it interests me that there is an hockey field and it's the farthest pitch outside, far from the administration block. Koko side za farm. So of course ukienda kuwatch hockey, hakuna mwalimu hata atakusumbua ama prefect. And I go there to watch. And I'm watching very comfortable. Then the coach shows up, the hockey coach, and is a career master. So yeah, young man, what are you doing here? I tell him, I'm interested in the game. You know, you have to give excuses.
Of course, so that he also explains why you're out during the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell him I'm interested. And he tells me, you either decide to be a player, kit and get into the field, or go back to class. Yeah. And so I just decide, okay, tomorrow I'll kit up and come.
Okay.
Then I had these classmates. They're not classmates. They were a class higher than me. And they knew my history in football. So the next day when they saw me in the hockey field, they were dissing me. Umse alihang KB Open. Sasa amekuja kutafuta uking. Okay. I think Solo knows one of them. There was one in KU called Austin. Osto. So they are laughing and they were tiny. They were tiny boys. Okay, I was tiny myself, but they were tiny boys. And they're like, ona huyu alihang futa, anakuja hockey, anadhani atapata outing. And it was so discouraging, but I can't attend 5 to 6. I just have to play this game. So everyone is bullying you. We kijana, umeingia wrong, utachapwa. Such like terms, the scary terms.
Of course.
But nakazana too. Then they give me the role of stick boy. People come, they train. The funny thing is that they gave me a stick, some wooden stick. Didn't really have a
good cow.
They were exactly. But no, they were calling it in the native language. They were calling it ochom. Ochom. I don't know what ochom means, but I know it's a Luo word. So they were calling it ochom. Now you come, you train with your ochom, and they train with their TKs, the red and the green ones. After training, they just throw their sticks. Stick boy at our quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nilikuwa na feel ni madharau, but kind of ilikuwa inasaidia cause prefects wakihanda watu unabeba sticks, unawaambia mimi nilikuwa nimeenda kubeba sticks, so unaachwa tu. It was like a gate pass.
Okay.
Yeah, na nikakazana tu hivyo. Year 1, year 2, actually it became interesting. There was no way I was playing at home, so when I come for holidays, hockey yangu imeisha, nimesahau. Going back to school term 2, naanza tena square 1. But then I found a friend, currently he also plays for hockey. He plays for Green Sharks, called Ayub Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, he was senior captain, and he really took interest in me. So when the coach came another time and asked Ayub, can you choose your captains, your vice captains, and you have to choose 2 generations. So a Form 2 and a Form 1.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ayub said, I want Dan to be an assistant. And the coach was, who is Dan? You get it? Like at a coach akujui. So I raised my hand. So I just took interest like that. He was teaching. Actually, Ayub was teaching me how to play hockey. On Saturdays, what wakienda enter, he tells me, kuja. Chukua hiki kijiti, just do this and this. And of course, outing nilikuwa naenda as a stick boy. So
still,
the end goal was going for hii outing. Hata hockey haikuwa that interesting.
Haikuwa the main point.
Yeah. So I just carry on. Then we go in 2012, we went for the county games. We are playing at Ralio against a strong opponent called Chianda. And it's the final match for us to qualify for the regionals at Maseno School.
Okay.
Then one of our key players gets hurt. Apparently he was one of these boys huyu amekuja kutafuta.
Okay.
And the coach looks at the bench and tells me, amuko ingie. For the first time I'm playing with a red stick. I'm a Raja. The Indian legend. Red sword. Yeah, and I get in the field. Luka Brasi, I think you know Luka. Luka gives me a pass. I just nabahatisha, si hoki watu huo wanazungusha hiyo kijiti. Nikazungusha hiyo kijiti. Na nikodi. It's a goal.
Wait.
It's a goal. Ilikuwa ile time hoki inachezwa 35-35.
Okay.
So it's the second 35. The game is still at a stalemate. I hit a goal. Everyone is happy and we win 1-0. And we proceed
to the next.
And we proceed to the provincial, the regionals. And I think that's where my journey started. Going to the regionals. We played. I wasn't a good player, I'd say that. Nilikuwa nabahatisha, but I had the basics. I knew how to stop the ball and hit.
Which is the most important bit with hockey, yes.
Yeah. So we went to the regionals. We enjoyed the outing for 1 week, of course, but we were beaten at the quarters by Maseno School.
Okay.
Yeah. And I come back to school, meaning the generation on top has left.
Now
you
are
a vice captain.
Yeah.
You move up a step higher. You have to step up. Yeah, so I took interest in it just like that. I started training consistently. My life in school was just training hockey. My class teacher is, guy, you are never in class. You're just playing hockey and participating in science congress. Yeah. So I think in high school it built me. Coming to my final year, now as the main captain, the confidence was there. And I'd say I had improved. And then, I'm in a school where we've never won Brookside. When I say that,
going to the nationals. And
we've never gone to the nationals.
Yes.
And wearing Brookside was a big deal. People come to campus and tell you, si tumevaa Brookside. In fact, wengine wanaiba hizo jezi wanakuja nazo.
Natumia memorabilia to just showcase.
Mi Brookside nilikuwa naonea kwa gazeti. Brookside tunatoa wapi? We had these German t-shirts za white na short za black. Yeah, so finally I think I had my best season. The coach had given up on the team. You can imagine if I'm the captain na ndio hoki yangu ni hafifu hivyo na players below me are looking up to me. Coach haniamini bado. I'd say that because hakuwa anakujanga training. Hoki hafifu. Hapa anasema hit and run. Coach haniamini, so we are training. Term 2 games zilipelekwa time.
Okay.
We are training and it's a night to not counties, districts, and we only had 2 opponents. Yeah, we had 2 opponents here district level, Nyangoma and Chianda. Apparently they were strong opponents cause walikuwa wameperfect hiyo hoki yao hafifu, hiyo ya kusimamisha na kupiga. So they are doing it perfectly. And the coach calls me at the office, careers office at night, Friday night. Tidan, do you think this team will manage? Like, ama mtaenda huko kutuaibisha? And I tell him we've been training. The good thing is that hiyo period coach hakuwa anakuja, akina Ayub Mose, then there was a boy called Sadiq, I don't know whether you know Sadiq, but his brother was playing hockey, Omar was playing in KU. Wasn't a KU student. Yeah. Omari. Bas, yeah. Omari was a player in KU but wasn't a student. KU Ruiru. So Sadiq was Omari's brother, younger brother, and he really loved hockey. So hata yeye, in as much as alikuwa form 4, alikuwa anakuja kutufunza hiyo period. And so we were confident and we went for the district. Apparently, we were the best team. We beat all the teams. In the district level. Okay. We proceeded to counties.
Coach akona confidence right now.
After district, you know, we faced, there is this team called Lusenge. And we won 1-0. Na ilikuwa bahati. So now we are going to face a tough opponent in Nyangoma. They've perfected that. Hawana uwanja kwa shule yao. Ni pushon tu ndogo ya nyasi. So nikaa hapo ndio wanapigiananga tu. So we faced them and we beat them 7-0. Apparently I scored a hat-trick. My first hat-trick was in that game as the captain. Sijui kiburi ilitoka wapi.
Wait, unacheza wapi at this point? This midfield, striking?
I'm a midfielder, but like linking, striking. I started hockey as a winger, but attacking winger. You know, in high school we were saying according to number. So I was a number 11. Number 11 is a left striker.
Yeah.
From number 11, as I graduated to being the main captain, I moved to number 8. Number 8 sasa ni hapo katikati. I supply them.
Okay.
But nikipata mwanya pia naingia.
Na drive through.
Yeah, and so I scored my first hat-trick and it was very exciting. Yani kuitwa assembly bana Monday unatembea tu na unajua man anti-prefect. Back in school I'm an anti-government. Mimi nasumbua. So unaitwa bana prince anakuita mbele ya captain and kiburi inapanda. So we go to counties. We managed to qualify for regionals. In our last match we faced Yala Boys, a very strong team. We drew 1-1 but they beat us in flicks.
Okay.
But since 2 teams were qualifying, we went
1
together.
and 2 went.
Apparently in Maranda's history, we broke the record of the farthest point where the school has ever reached.
The hockey team, that is.
The hockey team has ever reached. So the night before regionals, hadi tunachinjiwa mbuzi, tunaambia hockey players don't even go to class, just stay, we will open the DSTV for you and and we are there. Tukaambiwa, in fact, if you qualify for nationals, we will buy you tracksuits, and the finals we will bring the school to cheer you. But sadly enough, we lost again to Maseno School in the semis. Yeah, and that was my final year playing hockey in high school. So I'm done with high school hockey. I'm going to campus.
Maybe hold on to see how Solo dealt with him getting into the sport. Maybe we also get back to you on how you help with the transition before you go to campus. Yes, Solo. How was your experience on your end?
Experience yangu ilikuwa that challenging ama that easy. All I can say is I was slapped out of basketball. So, involved my siblings one. So I went to Kenyatta High School in Taita.
Yeah.
So I had a sister, Marigas, hiyo ni sister school. So kukuwa na msee wa basketball alikuwa nikana mkatia. Unaona? So wakatake interest in me alipojua mimi
the brother. Okay.
Ikakuja tu time fulani hapo mimi akimtuma leta because but I have to admit akimtuma leta mimi speleki no wewe unaweza peleka hata kama unapeleka
hata sipeleka
speleki hiyo sasa ndio ni after na holiday
Okay.
So time fulani wakuja wakapatana kama mimi sijaipata leta yako so jamaa alikuwa na machungu na mimi but I really got some interest na basketball
already
kucheza ile tu basic.
Yeah.
jamaa kuja bana siku fulani akanitafuta makosa akanislap so alifika tu bare sasa hivi kabisa nimetoka
mwachiane nayo
totally left
of course
out of anger and stuff.
Okay.
Then there was a boy alikuwa anatoka home, someone Jumo alikuwa toka side za home. So akanipata tu niko like nimeshtuka tu, so akajua budangu.
Okay.
Wewe kijana wa chadi bana, nini umejamjam? Nikamwambia ni story fulani, anambia ndio hoki, na alikuwa msewa, alikuwa goalkeeper.
Okay.
So hiyo shule tulikuwa na kit ya goalkeeper ilikuwa zile za cricket. Unajua? Zile ziko na bamboo sticks katikati hizo. So akaniambia nibebe hii kit tuende nayo grao. Sasa kufika grao naona hii game iko so interesting na I think naweza cheza hii game. Umeona? So hakuwa na wase wengi juu hockey kwa reputation mbaya kwa shule. I think that is the first time when I saw a shape at home with bangi
in the school.
Shule walipigana na shule nyingine kwa msio hockey. So hockey kwa reputation mbaya.
Okay.
But sasa nikasema okay. So hakuwa na form 2s, form 1s. I remember tulijoin wase watatu hiyo time yetu like so ukakuwa kuna gap kubwa between form 3 form 4 form 3 atakuwa na mtu then sisi form 1 na 3 so transition ilikuwa iko umeget yeah so nikaanza tu kuenda sasa vile apart from that lazima alianza namba 11 mimi nilianza kama namba 7
opposite side
it was easier kwa hiyo shule yetu namba 7 alikuwa na namba 11 alikuwa anaambiwa aende apige
backhand.
Sasa mimi nikaona hiyo ni ngumu, so nika choose the easier option, the strong
side and hit that goal.
Strong side B. So nikaanza kuzout kama number 7
winger.
Yeah, which we call it the right winger sasa. Yeah. So nikaendelea tu hivyo. Wasa walipotoka, sasa kwa sasa team ni yetu. From 2 million the first trip yangu ya kwenda ya provincial games ilikuwa nilienda nikiwa form 2.
Okay.
Na tulikuwa wenye tuliqualify kwenda ilikuwa tu wase wawili, mimi na jamaa fulani hapo. Tukaenda hadi zilikuwa Shimolateo hizo games. So tumeenda, actually we had a very strong team that time. Sisi sasa tulikuwa ni magwanda boy, wase wa kubeba kiki ya goalkeeper, maji, hizo mastaff. There is no way we thought like tunaweza cheza.
Yes.
Gwanda boy, yeah. Tuone leo ni Gwanda.
Stick boy, Gwanda boy. Okay.
Sasa tukaendelea. Sasa tournament tulipigwa 1-0 na Shimolateo. Shimolateo hatuwezi sema walikuwa bitter rivals, but tunaweza sema walikuwa ushakuta wale ni wase wenye hamna beef na wao, but wakiwapiga mnaitake to the chin mnaenda, wapiga ni same. Umeget? So kwa jaipiga Shimolateo wakatupiga tena 1-0. Naona they had a very good keeper. Ukipata nicheza mtani Ratori.
Okay.
Hapo sasa tuliananga na Ratori.
Akodai iko saizi.
Ako huko.
Okay.
That guy was good in high school. Then yeye ndo alikuwa cheerleader wa Shimolateo. Yeye ndo ana lead hizo Masai nini. So kufunga huyo jamaa, actually that game we had like over 10 shots on target. We had a better team than Shimolateo, to be honest.
Yes.
But because of Ratori, wao walipata tu moja wakati.
And that's all.
That's all. So hatukwenda finali, hatukufanya nini, so tukarudi home.
Okay.
Kulikuwa na game ya third place. So tukasema sisi sasa tumevalishwa manguo sasa ni sisi tutacheza. Like wao sasa wameshaboeka na hiyo game. Cheza. Tulifika huko baada jamaa wamekasirika na babeo kilikuwa wase wa magunzi. Wajamaa wamejam. Tukaenda tuna kukakiti. Tukarudi shule tukasema nao hawase jua wanatoka. The next tournament next year ni sisi.
Yeah.
Na data host ya shule yetu ni sisi. Hakuna mse mwingine mwenye anaweza kuja kushow. So we perfect this thing. So I recruited my friends. Like I remember by the time tunafika 4th, class yetu ilikuwa na players wenye wako first 11 kama 8. So tukienda hivi class teacher yetu, okay, she passed on. Class teacher alikuwa na jam. Anasema kwani class yangu inafaa kutoa players. Bado kwa hiyo kuna wase wa rugby.
Again, exactly. All sports bado wako ndani.
First time ilikuwa ni basketball, rugby, hockey.
Yes.
Rugby sevens first time. Sasa class yangu ilikuwa inabaki tu na wale wase wapendi sports, wase wa science tatu. Unajua wasome. Hadi class prefect wetu sasa alikuwa ako Zamvita. Alikuwa
They're part of the team.
Mse wa hockey pia sasa. tukaenda tu hivyo tukacheza. So back to vile tumegroisha hiyo team. I had to shift. So nikatolea huko na because we learned so fast nikapelekwa midfield. I was playing as a number 8 sasa. Like box to box. I had that energy since like nazaenda nirudi. Then so with some time nikaanza perfect some other
ina explain basi how hadi saizi bado uko nayo basi.
Okay.
Like, alright.
So hivyo tu cheza nikajipata tena nimedrop nyuma kiasi as a center back for haikuwa time mrefu sana. Sikucheza center back time mrefu sana. Za kiasi like ile kuna mse alifaa kucheza huko but akakuwa hawezi. Sasa unajua ile mentality ya high school ni to beef up defense. So wanachukua all the best players wa team
wanaanza nyuma ndio ibuild kenda mbele. Alright.
So ikafika place pia nikasema hii kucheza nyuma si yangu. Unaona? So I had to after that nikapata pia hiyo coaches nimeniamini. Mimi ndo captain hiyo time.
Yes.
So I'm sure.
Wait, already at form 2? Okay. Now going to 3 going to 4.
Yeah,
okay.
From 3 going to 4.
Yeah.
Walileta hizo stuff za elections. Hiyo time.
Within the team.
Yeah, ilikuwa tu kila msee anaelectiwa hadi mna elect president wa shule zenu.
Siko experience it.
Sports captain anakuwa elected
na team na elect like unaona walileta Kenyatta ilikuwa upgrade to national school. Kwa sababu zile shule zile upgrade. So I think in the nini of democracy wakaleta kila nini hadi mnavotia class prefect. Watu wasamvoti ni boarding ni msewa boarding na ilikuwa msewa boarding hawa msewa PTA hizo stuff but hizi zingine basketball house captain wenu wa Kejani mna vote like it's a voting.
Sisi tulikuwa tunavotia the other posts but sports it's the team. Hiyo mtafanya kivyo kwa uwanja.
Bas, okay. So tukavote then they voted me in. Yeah, so nikakuwa captain from third term from 3. So I only have 1 year ya kulidio team. Yeah, so we went. Actually, as I said, we had also a very good team your time here too. I think it was so similar to his story. So that's easy tulipata lotet kwa kwanza hiyo shule kufika finals za provincial coast. Lost to Charles Luanga to a very stupid umpire. Hiyo utasema. Unaona hiyo jinga yenyewe watu wanasemaga iko coast kurefio. Mimi nilianza ku experience back then
in high school.
Umeget? Yeah, so hata sionaji ikiwa any difference. Hawa si wote tu wanasa wako hivyo. That's their behavior. They used to use this phrase ambazo tushinda masomo na mtushinde
kwa uwanja.
Umeget? Then ilikuwa era ya on goal. Sisi tuliscore a very clean goal. Ni hata wanaweza kudeny. Then tukile 35 some 5 minutes to game kuisha. Sasa akapiga mpira kutoka katikati ya uwanja. No one touched that ball. It deflect kwa mawe. Yaani hata kwa pande hiyo mpira
hakukuwa na mtu to change direction ikusemekane.
Change tu kwa mawe, kipa kaondokea kaingia wakaita bao.
Na hakuna mtu mnaweza tu.
Hamna hata representation huko like ni wase wa coast tu ndio wako huko kwa kama nini kama
empire table and everything.
Table kila kitu. Huyo refa aitwa Aziz. That guy was yani alikuwa hovyo. Alikuwa tu anaenda kidish out cards. Sasa unajua sisi hatuelewi card ni nini. He's a very terrible man. Hata I remember pia Shimolateo didn't even used to like him. So imagine kama asi anatoka na wao huko
hawampendi about us. Definitely atakuwa against you double.
Yeah. So tukaproceed tukacheza hiyo nini tukatoka 1-1 and eventually tukalose 2-1 shootout.
Okay. Yeah. Already nyinyi mlianza shootout?
Hiyo time on goal kulikuwa na shootout.
Okay.
Hiyo time on goal ndo I think ilikuwa ni time ya kwanza ya shootout seconds.
Yeah.
Around about 2013. Yeah. So tukapiga shootouts tukalose. And naweza sema in my life sijaiona teammates wangu wako so devastated. Hata ni kama sasa imagine sasa unaona mseka dana analia. Like
hauwezi amini.
Yeah. Like tulienda tu tukajikanisha tu kwa mti fulani. Everyone was literally crying. machozi si ati na unajua watu wa expect
of course
on that low mbona nani wase unajua give it their all. Yeah, so I think you know that's it was my lowest moment in career hiyo time ya school
starting off. Yeah. So I think now mko form 4 guys planning kuenda uni ama almost finishing. How do you help transition to the next group of guys?
Oh, okay. So sasa sisi time yetu I think we really had a good relationship na wase kwa shule. Mimi msemoni alikuja nyuma yangu kama assistant captain, was also my best friend. So like haikuwa hard, plus pia I was approachable. Like vile tu niko tu saizi niko tu kitambo, like msana anaweza approach. So tuli recruit a few people. Just hata I think around 2 years later bado wase walifika finali, though they lost. Yeah. So bado tuliacha team.
A strong team enough.
Yeah, tuliacha team.
Okay. Then how was your case? Time bado you're lacking players ama right about now interest ya hockey grow within the teams?
Tulikuwa na some individual like 5 players. Actually during my time nikiwa captain, senior players tulikuwa 3 in the whole team. The beauty of it was that na tulikuwa midfield sote. So the rest of them wenye tulikuwa tuna groom up walipata hiyo experience ya kucheza na sisi, walikuwa 2 classes below ama a class below. So we knew there is a team, like tumeacha team
enough.
There are over 8 people wenye washacheza na sisi.
Okay.
So transition haikuwa hard, but during the weekends tulikuwa tunaenda ku train now. Si lazima tuende enter, so we could spare some time and just go to the field and just show them 1-2 things. Yeah.
Okay, right about now we take our first break. Think we come back and figure out how the transition is getting into university. Do they still have the interest with the game? What changes or what remains the same? So this is Off Pitch. Please follow, like, subscribe onto the page of Pitch Africa on all platforms, IG and on YouTube. And then we come back with Solo and Dan and hear more of their experiences now playing at a higher level. Welcome back to Off Pitch Africa. I'm here with two great players. Funny thing still, always on the opposite side of their teams. But now let's hear from them. How do they transition from high school going into university? How was that experience like, and how do they deal or how do they adjust? Let's start with Dan. How was the experience moving from high school to uni?
Oh, okay. So honestly, after completing high school, I didn't have hockey in mind. Mi nilikuwa nimemaliza hiyo. Nilikuwa na anticipate kurudi back to football. See the look. So actually hata when applying for university, there are people in high school ulikuwa unasikia wana apply for university specifically because wamesikia hii university inatamba hockey huko nje. Me, it wasn't about that. Me, I applied for Maseno because home is Nairobi, Mbadi nilikuwa naenda holidays. So I applied in Maseno University. Juu nilijua nikienda Maseno, pocket money na itakuwa mingi.
Of course.
Tatesa kutesa huko. And I get called to Maseno University. I go there, that's 2014, almost December. Ilikuwa September. Yeah, I'm a fresher sasa. I don't know anything about hockey. I don't know anything about the fields in Maseno, but I've never seen anyone playing hockey in Maseno. I just see people playing football. I see people playing rugby, and I see the handball ladies and the tennis ladies. So that period for me was, twendeni back street. I met with some few high school friends. remember September hakuna masomo in campus, mwenye atakwambia ati September hiyo venye umeingia first month kuna masomo anakudanganya. And so mimi nilikuwa tu 4 ikifika backstreet na tunanyonya zetu. Then it was a campaign period, so daytime I'm spending it on a campaign because there was this also a former student but on a higher class than us who was aspiring to be the Maseno president. So we were assisting him in campaigns. Tunapewa kakitu, jioni tunakunywa. So after around a month, almost 4 weeks, nimetoka backseat early enough. I went to backseat early enough around 12. So imefika 4, I decided wacha niende room nibadilike ndio because it's a Friday tuende sherehe sasa. In Maseno we were mostly partying at Luanda or Kisumu.
Okay.
So this process ya kuenda kwa hostel, my hostel was somewhere near the hockey field. Apparently I didn't know that. But mimi kupita, I see people with hockey sticks. And kumbe hockey inachezwa huku. In fact, let me go and talk to those people. And I just go and talk to them. They weren't in the field. They were outside just seated. Ati, mnacheza hockey? And they asked me, hata unachezanga hockey? Nikamwambia, umetoka shule gani? Like, kuna ile, the bullying true, kuna ile umetoka shule gani? Nikamwambia Maranda. Maranda kulikuwa na hockey. Okay, then they tell me this is the game store. Unaweza enda hapo kuchukua kijiti. And I go to the game store and ask for a hockey stick.
Same afternoon.
I'm drunk with my tumbler. So after they tell me unaweza ingia kwa game store uchukue kijiti, nikanyonya haraka, nikatupa tumbler, then get into the game store. And I'm here to sign for a stick. I'm trying to pretend sober. And what they give me, vampire. Inaitwa vampire. There is this wooden stick. Imeshikanishwa na kitu hivi. Ukipiga ball inavunjika.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, hii kijiti siwezi cheza nayo. But I just sign for it. Then they tell me, I asked them, where do you train? Wakasema, this is the field. And I tell them, sijai waona huku. The reason is, Maseno University, when the 4:30, which is apparently the games time, when it reaches, they proceed to Maseno School. They have friendly with Maseno School to around 5:30 when the students return back to their routine.
Yes.
So after that 5:30, they come back to the university field.
University field now.
Mimi 5:30 yo nimelewa. By hiyo time nimelewa hata siwezi jua hockey inachezwa mahali.
Already 4:30 as you're used to ishapita 5 and then nothing.
So I decide, in fact, sitaenda kwa room kuenda sherehe. Wacha niende nao Maseno School, but as a fan. And I reach Maseno School. I meet Coach Dexter. Coach Dexter.
Is the one training the high schoolers and
he's training the high schoolers. Dexter. Alikuwa former Maseno University player. Now he works in Maseno School. So there was Coach Dexter, he was the deputy. Then there's Coach Franco Dayo, the famous one. He's the main coach of Maseno School. And so I'm there and I see Dexter with Dita sticks. In fact, in high school, I never saw a Dita stick. The best stick we had in Maranda was TK. So I'm like, naweza shika hii kijiti. And you see Dexter tells me, hiyo kijiti usishike. Hiyo sijui, there is some time he just used. Nikasema, but ni sawa, sikumjudge. So I just watch the training and say, kesho nitatafuta viatu na socks, I'll come for training. And that's how my transition started. Apparently I started playing with this vampire stick hiyo yenye walinipatia tu. And they saw something in me. I'd say that they saw something in me because mimi nilifika huko nikwambia mimi I play number 11 and they are like number 11 ndio kusema nini. And I just play as a forward, but they see some potential in me. So December reaches, I'm still playing with this stick. Haijaivunjika fortunately. And people are supposed to be going for East Africa Games in Uganda. There is this camping period, a week and a half of camp.
Yes.
And the squad has to be chosen. Kumbuka mimi ni fresher. The squad is very big. And so there are these fourth year. And they say, we kijana, we have to carry you. You have potential. But hiyo mali unasema unacheza hiyo number 11, kuna mtu wako long holiday na anachezanga hapo. And trust me, hautamtoa. The guy is Levi. sijui kama unamjua, he played for Kenya Police some time back, I think the last season before COVID, then akapata injury ya mkono, hajairudi tena, so I don't know his whereabouts. And so they tell me tukiingia camp there's a crop of players wakikuja, hata huyo Levi akikuja kuna crop itakuja, and we want you to stick with 2 players, mmoja anaitwa John Mark na mwingine Jasper. they will teach you how to play in defense. And I was open to that because outing bado mimi ni outing nataka kwenda na ni Uganda this time. So I meet John Mark and Jasper, and they are teaching me day in day out, because camps, you are training a full day. So I get chosen to the squad, me and
same John Mark who is at chess.
The same John Mark who is at
playing defense.
John Mark is also a utility player. He was playing in defense, he was playing in the midfield. Actually, in the team that beat us in high school, the Maseno team in 2012, he was in that team, but he was playing in midfield. The pivot point. So John Mark teaches me how to play, and that Jasper. And niko kwa squad na niko na fresha mwenzangu anaitwa Sido. I think Sydney has also signed for Sailors. He has never played though. He is also signed for Sailors. So we are 2 freshers na tumeamua si tunashikana. Camp tunachagua room yetu. Bonding tunakaa tu pamoja. So the day reaches, we are on our way to Uganda. Tumefika border where watu wana change currencies na hiyo scanning. And I see Kenyatta University bus. KU, wana exaggerate kila kitu. They come with 2 buses. Anyway, Scotia, they participate in almost every game.
So it's understandable having to
hata basi mbili ni kidogo. So I see 2 buses, and from stories za players, mkienda lazima mu-identify strong players of those teams. So nasikia watu Maseno wanasema kuna mtu sijui anaitwa Chokora in KU. Nauliza saa Chokora ni nani? Wanasema don't worry, ukimwona tu hivi by face you'll know him.
Utajua.
So 2 people are light. One is Moses Omamo and another one is Devi Meritei. Definitely leo ni machokora. From venye walikuwa wanakaa, okay, they know it's they look shaggy hair and kept, but ni tu maboys kasema these are the chokoras. They tell me usione hivyo, they are threats when it comes to the field. Kasema ni sawa. Then kuwafuata nyuma, I see Luka Brasi. I see this was my vice captain, like huko juu. Alikuwa captain in Maranda. So I go and talk to Luka. In fact, in Uganda, while we were playing, we actually played against KU and they eliminated us again in the quarters. So after the elimination, I was just talking to Luka, and he's telling me about KU and how they train. At least waliniambia kuna mahali unaweza train karibu na
home. So this time hakuna hanging boots
no
after the season is done.
So actually Uganda, I didn't play a lot of game. I played each and every game, but almost 5 minutes in each. So I meet with Luka, tunaongea and I tell him sawa, tukikuja holiday.
Same Luka who is in Mvita right now.
Right now, the Mvita captain. So I'm here and I go for long holiday. Funny thing is that after December, first year, first sem, long holiday. That was Maseno for you. First year, second sem, long holiday. So in the first long holiday, I come to KU and I meet now the rest. Ayub, even the Ostu Yule Moja. I bought some shoes in Uganda, very big shoes. Unacheka nini bro? Sasa unacheka size yake tunazijua. There were some shoes I was being told, when you are going to Uganda, people were threatening you. Ushaicheza kwa AstroTurf, and I'm like, AstroTurf ni nini? They tell me it's this artificial ground and you have to have shoes with grip. So I'm in Uganda. Mimi nimeenda Uganda na loafers, naenda kucheza hockey na loafers. So in Uganda they tell me you have to look for shoes, and I go shopping at night. I find some big shoes. They have big covering. They have a nice sole, but big covering. Inaka gambut. And they were
kutumia picha hiyo kiasi. Niko nayo mahali.
Mbona unanianika?
Bado zina exist.
Aka alipiga picha anajua. Unaona viatu zenye ukivaa shin pads zinaingia ndani ya shin pads zinaingia ndani. They were such shoes. They were going for 30,000
Ugandan shillings.
Of course, yeah, that's 1,000. It was 1,000 Kenya shillings. And so those shoes are big, but they're my only hockey shoes. And mi najua nimenunua quality shoes. I come to KU. KU training is intense. They are participating in KUSA. KUSA was a league. It's just a league format in Nairobi.
Already, yeah.
Then there is KUSA Nationals. I don't know anything about university hockey. So KU is now grooming me. I meet their coach. And apparently he also sees potential, because the first training session he calls me outside the field and asks me,
who is the coach at this time?
Coach Onyante's volley.
All right.
Big up to him wherever he is in Australia.
Solo is in the team already at this time.
Solo is in the team. Yes. He joined KU as I was joining Maseno.
Okay.
We've not met yet.
Okay.
So Coach Onyi calls me and asks me, are you a KU student? And I tell him no. I'm a Maseno University student, but I live around and I'm here on long holiday. And he says, okay, continue coming for training. I want you to play for us. And I'm like, hii squad yote nataka niwacheze.
Exactly.
Yeah. Remember, I'm transitioning to defense because I've been a midfielder and a striker in high school, and almost all my training in Maseno. I only had 2 weeks to train in defense.
And that was for a competition.
Yeah, so I came to KU and told them I'm a defender. And I started playing in defense. So there's this day they choose teams, wametugawa. Solo is an opponent. That's how we met. Previous night, there was a game. I don't know. It was an EPL game. You know, hiyo story nitakuja nayo. So, Malina Cheza, I'm a right back. Solo is a left forward. Yeah. My shoes are heavy. I'm supposed to be defending. This guy is light. He's just being given the balls and going past me. Unaenda kutackle
constantly.
Amepita. So I'm calling, wait, Hurricane. Bana punguza mbio. I was calling him Hurricane. In fact, before we even introduced each other officially, I was just calling him Hurricane. And he just says, niaji Hurricane. And I tell him, bana sawa. But punguza mbio. You're making me look bad. That was the first. Actually,
mind you, you're having in mind you want to impress Coach Onyi, so but okay.
Hey, huyu naye ananipita tu mbio. Kazi ni kuniaibisha tu hapo. So I'm training in fact sana nilikuwa na muavoid. Akiekwa huku mimi naenda hii side nyingine. But each and every training session lazima nimgote. Hurricane. So that's on field. 2015, yes, early 2015. So story ya viatu hiyo itakuja baadaye. Hiyo ni yeye anajua. Alikuwa anacheka ati viatu zangu, aniambia wewe na hizi viatu zako siwezi kubali unitackle. Na siwezi kubali pia unishinde mbio. Those shoes are too big. Yenye ukinitackle ama unishinde mbio ni mimi nitakuwa niko down.
Utaonekana mbaya. Amekuwa tackle na mtoko na viatu aina gani?
So okay, long story short, that's how we met. Hiyo itakuja baadaye, of course. So in hockey, there is the national playoff that is coming. No one knows me. I've never played for KUSA in Maseno. So there is KUSA KU. I hope I will visit it. So there is the national KUSA and it's been played in KU.
What will they be able to change right about now?
2015 to strip off our medals.
Can they? Chukue zako Solo atafute omamo na nani
ile trophy yetu.
They can't.
So they tell me there is this Captain Barrow. He tells me, we hakuna mtu anakujua hiyo kiwal. Fanya hivi. I think there are people who are in long holiday pia. Wewe tutakuinclude kwa hii squad yetu and you will play. But to be safe, ukifika semis ama finals hautacheza. Juu hapo sasa ukicheza alafu watu wakuone tena Maseno
itakuwa ngori.
And so I played and we won. We reached the semis and I sat out. We reached the finals and won. I still have that photo to now.
You did your
Apparently
part.
That photo we took, me, Hurricane, Bagush, na Barrow captain. That's a photo I still have. I'll share it with you.
Fantastic.
Memories.
Maybe Solo we get in at this particular point. How was your experience from high school getting to KU? I'm sure there's a whole lot of stories there also.
Mi story yangu bado tu inaendelea, like I've had a roller coaster type of nini na hockey. I'm on, I'm off. Now sasa nimekuja KU. Reason actually later I was to go to do something with the design. Design iko inakuwa offered took. Like design to hivyo.
As a course.
Yeah, as a course. So I wanted to go to do design. Then my second option ilikuwa film KU. So apparently for some reasons nilipataga nini leto wakisema tu sijui kumejaa aje hiyo nini, so cut off imepanda juu. So hiyo time yetu tulikuwa tunaweza apply tukiwa home. I think ndio tulikuwa pioneer first lot ya kuapply ukiwa home. So aka disregard zile zote zenye tuliapply tukiwa shule. So niliapply took kila time, so ukipata hiyo mail ukishinda ukiclick inakwambia tu imejaa. So because zenye zishalokiwa. So nikaona zenye zimebaki took, hapana. So I had to fall for the second option. Nikaitwa KU kufanya hiyo theater arts and film technology. So I come to KU very ambitious. I want to be like Denzel Washington. Like, very, very ambitious. I'm still ambitious.
The cost market is booming in the film industry.
Yeah,
so
film industry unasema we. But me in my mind ever since nilikuwa najua siwezi taka kuwa hapo kwa main frame like the actors ama what. I've always focused on the background. Yeah, mostly editing, script writing. Hiyo ndo like kitu nilipenda. Yeah. So I come to KU. Tulikuja tulireport a week after shule ishaanza. After shule semester ishaanza ya September. So nikareport a week. Si tulireport a week later. So I think the first 2 weeks nika break up na dem yangu alikuwa Egerton. For some reasons. Like sijui hata nini ili happen. Like so najua tu. So na huyo dem mwenye unapenda. Like
ulikuwa sure for the rest of your life,
bro? Huyo ni bibi like hadi naamka nilikuwa na msave kwa nilikuwa na Nokia C200 kale kanini nilikuwa na msave kama wife to be, unaona? Imagine sasa like but sasa home alikuwa ni neighbor, hakuwa mbali sana na place tulikuwa, so ni ile mnapata mnaenda hiking. So ni msemo mwenye nilikuwa so fond of. Yeah, so ikafika place tukaachana na then nilikuwa nakata maji hiyo time but si ati nilianza juu ya hiyo. Yeah, so most of the time nilikuwa napita hapo Cassandra Street, so naona tu ni mademo wanacheza. Nikasema kwa ni shule ina ukia mademo. Sikuwa nimeipitia ya route ya annex. Classes zilikuwa huku chini shopping center. So natoka Rue
karibu na swimming pool.
Shopping center gate. Like na hivyo nikienda gate nimeenda kwa beshte wangu nini. So maji. Time inasonga. Though classes zishaanza and stuff. So around the end of October tukakuwa tumetoka KM. So I was to meet with actually I think women pia. I was to meet another lady in naitwaje hostel iko hapa Abadeas. So I go to sikuwa nimepita gate ndogo ya KM, nimepita na ya Nyayo. Si nimeteremka hivi nimepita hapo saa annex na kuja hivi. Hii ndo ground ya hockey, wase wanacheza hockey. Kwani WhatsApp kumekuwa na hockey all this time. Na unajua hiyo time yote niko na kila kitu yangu kwa room, niko na shin pads fulani za futa, hata anazijua shin pads fulani za futa. Niko na kiatu na maharaja black sword. Hiyo nilikuwa naona ni stick noma hiyo time. Yako personal. Unajua si ati ni ya shule, hiyo ni yako personal. So zilikuwa zimekaa tu hostel, but sasa sikuwa na hiyo interest ya kucheza.
Unaona failed, we're only seeing ladies, so
well, what else does a single at broken man needs to do?
You drown yourself.
Sasa nikapita, but nikasema now just to let down huyu dem. Show up. Nikakuja Abadeas mbio, nikamwambia kuna place naenda. Nikarudi grao. Sasa grao sikuenda hiyo side ya huko penye wase uweka mabags. So nilikuja hii side ya huko penye kuna hiyo mti imeangushwa hapo.
Ndio side ya art school.
Yeah. Hiyo mti unajua bado ilikuwaga mti. But kuaga na visiki zingine hapo. So I sat there. Mazee, I was never moved kama your day. These guys are playing very sweet hockey like yani ile ushapata ile una admire like unatamani. nikasema hapa kesho nakaa.
Lazima.
So there was a guy alikuwa anakaa huku nini kunaitwaje ile hostel iko towards Rue Kilimambogo, alikuwa anaitwa Kim used to play na wrong side and drive on the left. Yeah. So nimetoka hapo naona Kim anaenda after training. Sasa nilisema na ngoja mwenye aenda direction yangu wewe ndo nashika mashati. So nikaanza ongelesha Kim, niaje wase wanafanyaje nini na nini, nikamwambia niko na stick hivi na hivi, akaniambia kesho come. Akaniambia nipe namba yako. So mimi nikapea Kim namba yangu, but nikaenda roho nikasema mzee hata hizi nitafuta. The next day 3:45 PM the guy calls me, niaje wewe mzee, si tunaenda grao leo? Ushasikia kutetemeka, like unatetemeka tu, unashiva like naenda kufanya nini, naenda kudu nini huko. Hiyo ukiwaza wanacheza sidhani kana naweza. Like it was intense hockey competition. Ilikuwa hiyo team ilikuwa noma sana.
Team inakaaje at this particular time? Who are here? Nani wako senior, nani wako mid?
Okay, wase wenye walikuwa kina senior ni kina Omsa. Actually Omsa, Matolo, like Juma, who else? Jobu hakuwa senior.
Baada kuwa Makatsa.
Kolo sikumpata.
Okay.
Kolo ni yule mse alikuwa anakujaga tu training moja akienda. Training moja akipotea. Yeah. So tumeenda hapo grao. Naona tu vile wase wanapangwa. So kuorganize ukifika lazima upige laps zako 5. Ilikuwa ni lazima. Regardless kama wase wanakuja kuload baadaye ama wase wakuji kuload. Ukifika lazima zako 5.
Yeah.
Na si 5 za kuzembea 5. So imagine bana, the last time nimeshika stick ni high school kucheza. So I've never been fit. Kitu labda imenieka fit ni kaushago kulima nini. Hiyo fitness huwezi leta kwa grao.
Mind you pia you are new uni na umekoki.
Nimekuwa nikikata nini hizo mastaff. Napiga round 5 mazee nasikia kudedi. Yaani naenda.
Na ndio warm up.
Naenda. So sasa waka Omsa akapanga wase. Defender Zuku, forward Zuku, midfielder Zuku. Kaangalia hapa the only way, na sasa tuko na mafresha wengine of course. The only way was to niende hapa kwa midfielders. Hapa juu mimi midfielder, nimechukua nikijijua mimi midfielder.
All along.
Naingia hapa. Bro na vile ama midfielder wanacheza. Midfielders walikuwa ni Mose, Baro, Meritei alikuwa na couple zote, forward na midfield.
Na sasa
hao ni junior midfielders. Matolo mwenye saa amenona. That guy alikuwa mpoa. He was good.
I've witnessed Matolo.
Nani mwingine? Midfielders by the way walikuwa wengi hiyo team. Luka pia alikuwa midfielder. Ayub, like that midfield was just complete. You could really just look at it hivi. Your midfield iko complete. So nikasema the only way hapa hivi naweza ingia hii team labda nijaribu forward. Sasa hivyo sijaona forwards wakicheza like kumbe huko ndo wasi. Ruto anapiga mabao kila angle bana.
Anyway, mpe chance kidogo umemaliza.
Sasa napiga hesabu hapa. Nitacheza kweli ama niende nirudi tu kuindulge. Actually I remember I took a break ya about 1 week. So nilipotea kama 1 week.
After the first training session.
Nilitrain hiyo wiki mzima.
Okay.
Then walikuwa wanafaa kwenda game sides za Strathmore. Hawako wamebreak kusa bado.
Okay.
So niliwafuata, nikaona vile wanacheza, like tukaona ndakuza kwa tuko. We actually won 3-1. Yeah, tulishinda 3-1 na kulikuwa na vita. So kurudi back hiyo wiki mzima siku like sikuenda ground nikapotea. Unaona? Kim tu ameshinda tu akinipigia. Wewe mbona ukuji? Mimi natafuta tu excuse. Lakini deep down hiyo team ni ngori. Siwezi make. Unaona? Sasa itanisinya like every time naenda wasema
then unaekwa bench au pre-selected.
So one day nikasema nikamit sasa best yangu anaitwa Kelly. So Kelly akaniambia wewe tuende tu kwani watakuwa like
what's the worst
that can happen. Also unaenda tu kupass time. Wewe tuende. So mimi nikaenda. Nikafika ground tena the fury that was there towards me sikuwa naamini. Like kila mse, wewe nini unakuja mara moja alafu unapotea. So everyone is on your case. So I asked myself, kama mimi ni player ovyo, mbona wase wako on my case?
Concerned hivyo.
Yeah, nikasema definitely there is something. So let me
keep on.
Yeah, let me keep on coming. So nikaanza keep on coming. nikamit na Kochonyi pia. Okay, mimi naweza sema my first year ya Campo I had a confidence crisis. In training sessions I was so good, but nikipelekwa game wanaita kujipupulia. Yani mimi ndo nilikuwa mzee, yani hata anatetemeka, yani unaangalia tu mzee hivi macho, unasema huyu jamaa ameogopa, hawezi. Unaona? So nikajaribu kucheza midfield, nikaona midfield haitaweza. So defense was my only option. Na lucky enough that time defense ilikuwa na only 3 center backs. Ilikuwa Chelotti, Omsa na some other guy, siwezi kumbuka jina yake poa. But the other guy was not that regular. Juu alikuwa I think anamaliza shule.
Okay.
Then right back ilikuwa ni Shakes, alafu left back Kena. Naona. So like walikuwa fixed hivyo. Juu sometimes Jobundo alikuwa try ku drop kwa right back part time. So nikasema hapa hivi the only way kuingia hii team by force by fire ni defense. Na naingia huko defense na seal. So hiyo time ya long holiday sasa, time ile sasa tukamit na Dan, nilikuwa okay naweza cheza anywhere, but kama ma defender wamejaa na shift naenda cheza mbele nini like hiyo trend ya kuenjoy. But the most time sasa yenye nilipata the best time ni time yenye tulihave kusign Kun. Juu tumepanda kutoka kutoka
National League to the Super League to the Premier League, sorry.
Yeah. So wamesign Kun, ametoka ilikuwa ni Parkroad. Ametoka Parkroad akuje KU. Like try to beef up defense. So mimi na meet na Kun mara 2-3 hivyo kwa grao. Naona tu vile mse anacheza, nasema we nataka kuzaka mse, unaona? So na approach naambia
kuna marking scheme already.
Yeah, naambia cheki, kwani unafanya nini ukitaka kufanya hivyo? So kitu yenye Kuna linijenga nayo ni kula now to tackle, kubait na kutackle like kuanticipate mse ataenda
wapi next.
Yeah.
So they had that ability ya one stick hivi then ukiingia.
Yeah. Anakubait huku, ukiweka huko ameipata. Sasa ambia kwanza there's something anapenda kuitumia. Lazima wewe uko height moja na mimi. Tumia your strength, like wewe uko na hiyo reach. Tumia your reach. Like every other time akwambia tu wewe tumia your reach. Any day itakuokoa. So wewe una bait. Mzee akiendoka anambeka mbali but tunaipata. Na sasa si lazima win zote. Yeah, he used to emphasize like make sure around 10 za una face mse. Pata hata 6. Wacha apite 4, wezi pata zote. So unaendelea kugrow na hiyo mentality. But sasa hiyo Kuna yuko, Omsa yuko, ni mimi nacheza. Naona?
So everything you're picking up on this side you're coming to implement.
Yeah, napeleka Kusa. So I think Kusa ilijenga. Had your confidence and stuff. Kusa ilijenga, siezi fault. Ikafika places hadi squad ikipangwa, niko so confident niko kwa hiyo squad. Na hiyo squad si mchezo. Hiyo time hakuwa na Keiru ama ilikuwa tu ni
KU main.
I remember walikuwa wanapanga jezi chini. Na hizo jezi zilikuwa few. So zilikuwa around 16 na moja ilikuwa na namba. So mimi nilikuwa najua hiyo yenye haina namba hiyo ni yangu. Juu kila msezi akona yenye iko na namba.
Yes.
So hiyo time sasa Msasha toka Barondo captain. So Baro anaanza kusoma majina. Hiyo ni Kusa. Sasa hiyo unakuta weekend mbona game kama 5. So ukipewa jezi wewe kama make it pata wako wanachagua timu siku ya Izmoto. Mnakuja Izmoto mnapambana. Unaget sasa hapo vile wanachagua wase. Hapo ndo una prove kama unaweza cheza.
You're ready for the weekend or not.
Exactly. So wanapanga jezi hapo after Izmoto. Tulikuwa tunapewa jezi after Izmoto. So zimepangwa chini, wanaambia kila msi achukue. So there's this day tunafaa kwenda kucheza, ilikuwa ni wapi? I think ilikuwa ni JKUAT, kasi ya kosea. Tunafaa kwenda kucheza JKUAT. Ni JKUAT ama ni Strathmore? Ni Strathmore. Yeah, tulifaa kwenda kucheza Strathmore. So tulikuwa na games 5 hiyo weekend. So wameanza mimi nimezoea kawaida mimi niko huko namba 16 huko. Bado ametaja wase 3 4 amenitaja. Bro, nishafika top 10. I get your excitement. But I really had a confidence crisis. Siwezi sema I was the most confident guy.
Ulidila je basi kutoa hizo ma fright kupata the confidence.
I think pia saa nyingine hata sijui nitasemaje. Confidence yangu naweza sema nilipata tu out of kuenda boarding now say once in a while. Then you get to know these people personally. juu kuna wasemi nilikuwa naogopata kuwaona kwa grao like hata Mose mwenye alikamkua best yangu kabisa nilikuwa naona Mose vile anacheza akatua huyu jamaa anaweza niumiza any time unajua like niko na hiyo uoga so yani nilikuwa tu na ile uoga ya kijijini huko mkaa wa kijijini umekuwa tao kwa find your way yeah. Alafu pia coach Onyina alijenga confidence
okay.
There was a time sasa tumepanda so long holiday ilikuwa ina players wengi that's why they used to sign other players
wasaidie ku beef up the team during your time
hiyo time ya long holiday so nimefika huko my first game ilikuwa against Parklands coincidentally sikucheza long but that was the first game yetu tuliwin premier ilikuwa 2-1 I think Parklands moja so nimeingizwa
imekuwa na transition though from your time to now for sure
yes. Hiyo time hata Parklands hawakuwa na hit hivyo sana they used to play good hockey actually. Nakumbuka tukiwa dressing room nilikuwa nimekuja home nimetoka travel niko kwa uncle yangu Buru so nimepigiwa simu si utokee kesho game hata tokea training session moja hapa hivi long holiday training session moja alafu kuje game nimetoka home so nikakuja training session it was on a Thursday na watu watumie gate wakawa na gate main sasa so tulikuwa tunatumia gate C yeah. So nimekuja tumepatana na Luka Gate C ambaye kumbe uko area so story grao game so hiyo game tuna lead already tuko na lead 2-0 I think na ilikuwa ni bado dakika kidogo game iishe so nimeambiwa nimeingia hapo na kiatu kingine mazi hata sijui niko aje kule kwa mafans kule yaani mshasikia mzee atakulia nimeenda hivi chini nimeamka chini yaani hiyo kota moja hiyo within kama 5 minutes za mwisho niliamka kama mara 4 ingine hata unataka tu kumark mzee unaanguka unashangaa shida ni nini
tough bado ni mpya and it's
okay haikuwa mpya
as such
but okay. It was better than it is now so nimerudi bench Onyia akanigreet na a phrase akaniambia how do you even handle your own girlfriend amefufua kidonda kwa ishara
wanu ulidhani umeshabari
ambia we akaita Mdawida how do you deal with your confidence wewe una handle aje hata demi yako unajua Onyia alikuwa ni msem bold anasema tu kitu
as it comes
sasa hiyo I'm shaking siwezi ongea niko tu so ikafika place fulani yenye I just had to do it. I had no otherwise. I just had to do it.
You swim or you drown.
Yeah. Tumeenda za kwa deep waters uko na hizo options. Either you swim ama you drown. So I just had to do it. Alafu pia sasa kitu yenyepe kanibuildisha confidence zaidi ni after hiyo season ya kwanza wase wakatoka. So week in week out wewe na hizo mistakes. Lazima hakuna mse mwingine ni wewe uko hapo. Juu performance kusa naye napiga niko sawa I'm too good like nacheza poa kusa nini sasa hiyo sasa niko full time in defender remember I was not a defender from the word go
I remember
yeah so na try ku manage like nishikilie so naendelea tu hivyo hadi nikapata hiyo confidence
okay yeah. Seasons wait done ulirudi Maseno after KU or how did that go?
Yes, nilirudi of course, but Maseno ni kusoma.
Yes, playing wise,
Maseno wasn't registered in the league. Maseno ilikuwa tu kusa. So Maseno nilikuwa nawachezea kusa. But KU nilikuwa nacheza league. I played for 2 seasons in KU. Though kuna matches zingine nilikuwa na miss of course mingi in fact because I had to go back to school na hiyo kucommute plus CTKU ilikuwa inakulipia fare na kukupea allowance ilikuwa 250 ilikuwa so kabla ifike 250 na hata sidhani hiyo so niliaipewa hivi si lazima cause pia unaweza skin na piano after like 4 matches but background yangu ya hockey ni KU. I'd say that's why I'm always grateful to Coach Onyi.
Yeah.
Juu hata kuna time when he came back to Kenya from Australia after lots of years, nilishangaa sana alikutana na mimi taona can recognize. I was like, I know that guy. Yeye pia akageuka akaniangalia and he crossed the road. Ni aje uko poa? Coach Onyi always jovial. That guy gave me confidence too. Cause my first league match, imagine nimetoka Maseno after hiyo East Africa, hawajai niona tena. Then I come to KU. KU has made me a new beast. Narudi Maseno, a changed guy. Maseno watu walikuwa wanacheza league by the way ni very few. Akina John Mark, Russell,
and
Mbadi.
Your time they are playing for Bay Club.
John Mark was in Bay. John Mark alikuwa na train, alikuwa Bay tayari but alikuwa na train na Simba.
Yes.
Then Russell pia alikuwa Bay, Mbadi ndio alikuwa Butali. Yeah. So I'm in Nairobi and I come back from long holiday. Niko na socks za blue. Hata yanga socks za blue umetoa wapi? I'm in KU nachezea KU. So my first league match in KU tunacheza against KCA. And akina Mose wanani inaitwa nikaa kubuli, friendly bullying kwa changing room. Buda ushaicheza kwa tough. Unajua hiyo feeling. And I'm like nishaanza kutetemeka, watu waniambia nini? Mind you nimetoka Githurai, nimenunua viatu, ni luku. Hapa juu ni red, ina shine filler. Lebo ni filler, ina shine red, but uko chini. Mimi sijui anything about tough.
Ume-upgrade from what you had going to.
Upgrade from the big things, the track. Nikafika kwa uwanja, warm up. Ile moving just from e point take off chini. Nikaamka nikaendelea. Ya pili chini. Hapa ndio sasa akili yako inaanza kurun vitu mingi. Fuck.
Game ijaanza
ni warm up.
Exactly.
Najiambia tu fuck. Si ningebeba hata zile vitu zangu kubwa.
Tumezoea.
At least nashika. So tumeingia game. What happens? Line ball. It's our ball. Jobu anaanzisha hiyo ball. I'm the center back. And I approach Jobu nikamwambia, ball, Jobu ball. Then kuna ile of course you scan your options, then you decide. Na ile second moja Jobu delayed, nikawa wali cut off line yangu. In fact hata currently ukicut off venye mtu alikuwa amecut off, I'll take you on. But hiyo time the moment ali cut off roho. Then Jobu decides, he's the best option.
He asked for it.
Na akanipatia ball. Ball iliingia kwa kijiti. The next thing I know was the forward in KCA. Ameshaidonga hivi na ameenda. Supu. First debut match supu. Nimewaandalia tu hivyo. And they scored us. Na nikabaki nilikuwa najaribu kurecover and nikaanguka tena. Najaribu kurecover but kiatu imekataa. Nikaanguka tena. So they scored the goal. Niko chini naona tu ball ndio ile inaingia. And then I turn, I look at the bench. I see Coach Onyi amejishika kiuno hivi na ile notebook yake. Nikasema hapa nimemess. So apparently uzuri hiyo kote hiyo half ilikuwa inaenda kuisha, ilikuwa bado ile time ya 35. So in as much as nilikuwa naji-question, half ikaisha. So kuna ile time ya ku-regroup tena kwa akili.
Yes.
Nikafika kwa bench, I don't want even to look at the coach's face. Na akachukua hiyo kitabu akanipiga tu na kichwa ile. Bangi ya Mabungo kuuza. Mabungo is some place in Maseno huko. Kanipiga kichwa na akaniambia bangi ya Mabungo punguza. Nothing else. Na akaendelea. Na akaniambia ni wewe tu bado unarudi hapo. And I went back to the field.
I liked your ability yake to throw harsh word at you and then it's like we've moved on. Let's go on, learn from. That was a really.
So we lost that game, I think 2 goals. Hiyo pia tulikuwa tuna face crisis ya long holiday, people being in long holiday, so hata numbers zilikuwa hafifu. That was my first league match. Second league match against MSC we won. Third one against Strathmore, our biggest win ile ya 4-0. We won.
At that time mnacheza pamoja in the same team.
Alikuwa
the funny part, mimi sinakwambia nilikuwa na commute kutoka Buru.
Yes.
So nilimiss game ya Strathmore. Nilimiss game gani nyingine? Hiyo season the only time tumeka bench na Dan I think ni game moja. Kama sijakosa.
Time yenye hapo mimi niko
Maseno, time wewe huko and vice versa.
Yeah.
So the only time tunapatana ni
training
ya long holiday.
Yeah.
Unakuta hiyo time hatakuwa na game mingi. So nafuta long holiday tuko na game kama 4.
But you know the beauty of it, hakukuwa tina games zinarekodiwa zinaonyeshwa on air.
No.
So me when I go back to Maseno, mimi natembea hivi. Mimi nacheza City Park. And people are like, yes, we have a player playing in the Premier League.
Of course.
And the belief yenye wako nao on me, I think ndio imenisaidia pia kugrow. Plus nilikuwa na sister mwenye alikuwa anapenda hip hop and alikuwa anapenda hii ngoma Eminem Lose Yourself, and he was telling me opportunity comes once. That's why I say opportunity kikujia, take it,
better seize it properly. Yes.
Yeah,
I think that's a good place for us to mark the playing in university. So we just come back, we realize when do they decide to move on to club hockey, and what options are they looking at in deciding which team to play to next. So this is Off Pitch Africa. You can follow it on YouTube, where you can subscribe, you can like, you can comment, and also follow the same show on Instagram at Off Pitch Africa. So stay tuned. We come back with Dan and Solo and hear more about their exploits in the field and a little on what they do off the pitch. So stay tuned.
So after playing in KU for 2 seasons, I played for Bay Club again 2 seasons. So in my final season, ilipata niko 4th year and masomo imekuwa ngumu but pia inaenda kuisha. So I decided I'm going to go back to KU because sikuwa najua watu in the hockey world. Nilikuwa najua watu wa KU. So I'm calling KU and they tell me, huku list imejaa na shule imeleta policy mpya, had to sign foreign players, non students. So I'm like, hakuna shida, let me just stay out for this season. 1 season nikae tu free. So usiku transfer window ilikuwa inaisha. Usiku as I'm in on Facebook, I happened to chat with Calvin was my high school mate, but hakucheza hockey. He was playing handball and basketball. And he told me, Buda, bado unachezanga hockey? So I'm telling him, yes. Atsukuju tucheze huku multimedia. And I'm like, wewe unajua aje watu wa hockey? Kwani unachezanga hockey? Ati mimi sikuzi ni gola mkubwa. And so I'm like, fanya hivi, nikikuja holiday I'm coming to multimedia. So he told me, okay, nitaambia team wakusign. So when I came for holiday on a Saturday, I went to Rongai. I introduced myself to the team and told them, majama, I'm signing for you. So no one knew me in multimedia isipokuwa Calvo. And that's how I started playing for multimedia. I played 2 seasons for multimedia. My second season, of course, the first season ndio ile tulichallengea the league. Then second season, a lot of players left. It was a tricky season, but you know, the hardship brings out the you in you, sasa. Yeah, so I had to step up. I was actually supposed to go to Sailors after multimedia, ile marafiki kuongea. I was talking to Mose and he was telling me like, Buda, si sasa wewe ni mkubwa, toka kampo ukuje club. And I told him experience imekuwa gathered. And I told him ni sawa, there is no issue. But you know, funny thing is you never know who's watching.
You never know for
sure.
You
never know who's watching. So after our final league match against Parkroad bado hakuwa amejoin. I'm almost getting out of the entrance hapo City Park, and Dennis Mwanzo, he's a teammate. He stops me and says, boss, nani anataka kuongelesha? Was it Omosh anataka kuongelesha? And I'm like, Omosh wawaza? Asema kanaambia, it's okay. I remember nili walk out na sikuenda kummeet Omosh because I was also waiting for my graduation. Mi nikaenda na vile nilitoka City Park nikatoka kabisa. So as I was in Maseno waiting for my graduation, a night before graduation, Kena called me, Kennedy Munialo, and told me, Saddam. He calls me Saddam. That's my alias. Saddam. Kuna mtu atakupigia anaitwa Kimanzi. And when he calls you, just talk to him and listen. Yeah, and so after graduation, coming back to Nairobi, I received a phone call from Coach Kimanzi. And we talked at length for almost 1 hour. He changed my mind actually. And I was actually surprised. Wazalendo. So you've been watching me play. Yeah. And you think I have a potential. And you know, over the years, actually what has been making me move higher ama kujiskuma ni hiyo when someone sees potential in you, yani from coach Onyantes, coach Odayo, and now there is coach Kimanzi. Kambia, I won't tell you that you are the best player in Kenya, but there is that potential in you.
Exactly.
And as I know Wazalendo, I know venye wana raise talents. Kasema, why not? I'm going to go. I know it's a big club. I know there are players there experiencing.
How did that conversation with Moses go after?
Relax. I'm not bado niko kwa Kimanzi. Yeah. So after that, and I tell him, okay, coach, it's this and this is my issue, and we agree. I'll show up for training. Remember, Wazalendo at that moment they've already qualified for club championship.
Exactly.
So they are supposed to be entering club championship camp. Hapo watu watakuwa wanapigania namba. Kupanda hiyo ndege watu watapigania namba. Yes. Na hata wewe unataka kupigania hiyo namba. But challenge accepted. So now the issue is coming back to my friend, a very good friend, Moses Omamo. Na unajua asha spread the news to other sailors members. Yes. Actually, I'm friends with almost everyone in sailors, from the coach to even their latest signing. I'm just friends with them. Now the issue comes there. And I'm like, e news, acha nitabrekia Mose. What's the worst? He's my friend. Unless aniambia sasa tumekosana tutaongeleshana.
That will be also a first.
Yeah. And I just call Mose and I tell him, Buda, Kimaumana, ilipata hii time ya Kimaumana imetokea. So I told him, Buda, Kimaumana, a good place to start the conversation. Kimaumana. Kima amenipigia hivi. But I actually told him, but unaona, the good thing is, sijui when hii opportunity ya kwenda club champs, you just don't get it like Connor Silva, and it doesn't come every day.
Yes.
And I want to try myself out. I know I can make that squad. Alikuwa amekasirika. Alikasirika, amejam. Najua hiyo hajai niambia, but najua alikuwa amejam. Kaambia, Buda, ni sawa. So apparently he went akaambia the rest of the sailors members. So imagine the mood on a Saturday. Uko hapo City Park ama uko too friendly, they were coming for friendlies at JKUAT, and you appear and sailors iko hapo, and you see venye tu watu wanakuangalia. I have my namesake there, Timo Obonyo. Aniangalia anafanya tu we I meet with Dagi alielewa, lakini ni sawa tu. I meet with coach Timo, we enda tastaki kuongelesha, but of course they say it in a friendly manner, but deep down you know, because I also felt it. I had promised them and I was very sure I'm joining sailors. But it happens. Things happen in life.
Yes.
And so that's me. I'm going to Wazalendo. I begin training at Highway. At Utawala, there is this period of COVID, so ACC was postponed. So we switched our training ground to Utawala. At least it was closer to home. And I did my best. I was just there saying, it's good. Lazima nitameka. Good thing nikapata pia watu wenye wanaku accommodate. You find senior players uko akina Chege, kina Ndegwa, kina Joba. I appreciate them, by the way. I've not told them personally like I appreciate you, but I appreciate them deep down.
Makes me remember a conversation the last time we were together. Time is code. And Ndegwa was at the, now it explains your bond kabisa.
Yeah.
So transition yako iko aje? At what time do you feel sasa it's enough at KU and you want to move to a different team?
Okay. So I napenda sana emphasize on this point. I was never a defender. So around tukicheza East Africa 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017 JKUAT. That was the first time nilipata contact ya club hockey. Nilikuwa nimetoka kwa Parkroad hiyo time. So they wanted a defender. So walini approach kama wanataka kunisign kama defender. Naona. But me all this
who approached you?
Jerry, yeah.
Okay.
Through someone else. So nilipata tu number. I don't remember the guy, but aliniambia kuna msee ataka kuongea na wewe. So nikapea Jerry number, then we kept on talking, kuongea nini. So anambia we come, ame insist, we kuja. So but deep down in my heart mi sitaki kuwa defender. Staki, like I was never built like a defender, but since I'm good at it, let me just do it. But sasa hiyo time excuse nilipeana, nasema bado niko shule, so siwezi move out hiyo time. Then the next year 2018 nakuwa captain, so tukarelegatiwa. The 2018 tulirelegatiwa from Premier League, sasa tukakuja Super League, kwa introduce Super League.
Yeah.
So season yangu ya kwanza Super League tumecheza tu like juu after tumerelegatiwa wase wengi wali left. Umeona ile wase wakaenda to different clubs, wengine wakaenda USIU actually ndio imechukua players wetu wa noma. So wameenda huko, we can't do anything, like tunacheza tu
akina nani hao,
Batesh Lau, like unajua wase walikuwa part of the core yetu, alafu then kina Godi wakaanza sasa kuacha kuja training nini, so the team afu chase wakachukua Mose, una get so Cheloti akaenda Waza, unaona, so like tumeachwa in the wilderness. So ni sisi tunafaa kuanza kubuild from scratch, though bado tuko na wase pia tumepata kina Roni wamekaa wanataka pia kucheza hizo positions.
Yeah.
So tukajaribu tu hii training yetu, tukakuwa pia coach mwenye mimi uko grateful kwake, coach Saimo pia ali go down on us. Akatuambia yenyewe hatuko mbaya vile tunafikiria. Naona hatuko mbaya vile tunafikiria, as long as we go back to basics, same na Kagochi. So tukakuwa tunafanya tu basics. I think hiyo ndio kitu yenye ilianza kutujenga. So it reached a time around 2019. Season ya 2019 ilisha around November. Game yetu ya mwisho sisi ya league ilikuwa against MMU. I think sijui tuliwin ama walitupiga. Walitupiga 2-1 ama 2-0. Siko sure na the score line, but walitupiga. That was our last game. So I think I had already made up my mind that it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Juu kwa akili yangu nilikuwa na ile mentality ya someone else left so that I could play. So it's time for me to leave so that someone else can play. Yeah, like people had to man up. Meget sile mnakuja game mnasema kina nani wako atawaokoa. Yeah, so we just had to move out.
Yeah.
So tuli move out wase wengi. I remember I was shocked Mandela alirudi the next season, but I think your period ya COVID
contribute to it.
Yeah. So before ni move out, mimi clubs zenye zilikuwa zinani approach your time nilikuwa sure naenda Parkroad, juu wao ndo walikuwa wamepersist for like 2 years, wana insist season ikiisha msana kuuliza kwani ukuji unaona. So mse mwingine pia mwenye niliongea naye like alinipigia ni coach wa KCA Willy ndo aliniambia. Willy actually hata alini break ya down structure yao, akaniambia vile nataka nikwe na sweep. But deep down in my mind, mi bado feel kama ni defender. Naona.
So pole wanajieliminate.
Yeah. So me actually team yote ingekuja tu niambie nataka ucheze midfield. Hiyo team by then ningesign immediately. Like midfield kwenda mbele. Sijaipenda pressure ya defense. So all through hata games mob kuna ile time tu I remember my teammates wako nasemaga Sola kwa na ile moment yake of stupidity yenye anatokaga tu anaenda. Unaona? But deep down ile niko hivyo like ni kama uanze kufuga hapa hivi Simba unaipea ugali kila siku itaona kuku hapa kesho kutwa itakula. Yeah, ni kanivyo. Unaona sasa? So nikasema maybe I was built for this.
Yeah.
So nikamwambia tu coach Willy yenyewe you have a very good plan, but as we speak mazeni kanisha sign kwingine. Yeah, but na Willy by the amekuwa best like ile tunapatana tunasalimiana good game nini tuka hizo ya ku take personal
mutual respect on how
a very settled guy.
Yeah.
So I go to Parkroad, nikaja Parkroad sasa mimi ni center back. So tumepiga tizi vibaya sana. Tunajua sasa sisi ni wale wase. COVID ina strike. Hadi mimi usema hiyo squad ya Parkroad ya hiyo time yenye tulikuwa tuna train now Parklands almost every other day. Hiyo squad tungebaki hivyo ama COVID inge come through. I'm sure hiyo mwaka maybe labda tungemaliza hata top 2.
Parkroad are still in the Premier League.
Walikuwa bado Premier because the previous season Parkroad I think was the only team ilipiga Butali hiyo season 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only like hiyo ndo team yetu ilipiga Butali hiyo season peke yake. Hakuna timu nyingine ilikuwa ni draw ama na police, either police either you know, like they had a very good squad. I remember nikimeet na boys fulani wakesezi disclose aliambia nimesikia umeenda Parkroad naenda kucheza wapi. Unaona, I like such statements. Wazi nanifanya gani try to prove a point. Unaona, like
you have to step up sasa.
Yeah, lazima step up.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nikaenda training nini tumecheza. So nikasema hapa alafu nile una feel teammates pia wana feel yenyewe utatusaidia. Umeget? Kuna ile feeling yenyewe uko hapo around una feel hao wana ku appreciate finally umekam. Then same time Abedi pia amekam Parkroad. So napiga mzee tumepatana naye as an opponent mara mob na tumeassociate like tuko in good terms. Then namcheki amekam Parkroad. I'm like okay, so now we are hapa at least niko na msemo mwenye na feel. Yeah. So tumekula tizi bana. Tulikuwa tunafaa kucheza our next game hiyo weekend. Juu nakumbuka Prezo akiannounce hiyo story ya COVID ilikuwa around Tuesday. Yeah. So timu zingine zilikuwa zishaanza kucheza actually. Hiyo season ilikuwa isha kick on. Timu zingine zilikuwa zishacheza. So nisi tumebaki. Tunafaa kucheza na timu gani? Simba ama ni? I think tukafaa kucheza na Simba kama sijakosea.
Simba bado kwa Premier League.
Ni Simba ama timu? Si Simba. Tulifaa kucheza na Sailors hiyo weekend. Game yetu ya kwanza ilikuwa ni against Sailors. Unaona? So ikabidi sasa wamestopisha league kila kitu. Siko sure na hiyo fixture but I remember ilikuwa ni Sailors ndio tulifaa kucheza nao hiyo weekend. So tunajua hii league tunaambia itarudi after 4 months. 4 months zimeenda after 1 year. Umeona? So hiyo period ya kutransition hiyo time I remember tulikuwa tuna training as a team mara mob na Parkroad juu kila mzee ako kivyake, wengine wameenda Ocha. Hiyo disruption tu ilikuwa ya COVID. So now my friends ni wase wa wase wa Sharks, wase wa nini, wa Sailors juu tunaishi Ruiru. Umeona? So tukasema anyway si tuanze tu kaligi yetu tu kadogo tuko tunacheza.
Keep active.
Yeah, like iko inatupea kasaik nini. So tukaanza kucheza tu hivyo. Do you know, I think we formed a very good team your time.
Very strong team.
I remember the time sasa tukaanza kuzana wase wa JQuat sasa wameanza kutuita huko ma friendly nini. So tukienda huko sisi ni team. Tuko tunaua JQuat like hiyo team ilikuwa just complete. I remember mse wa police Sami akasema bana hii team ni complete bana. Mko na kila kitu yenye mnahitaji. Yaani hii team tu iko hivi. Hii ni team already. I remember tuko tunacheza Tome huko. We had teams. Mimi nasema mimi siwezi kuwa timu moja na Mose. Dana hapa anasema mimi siwezi kuwa timu moja na Bobby. Naona. So the moment tayari tusha split hivyo, au the rest sasa wanachagua sides. I think yani hizo moments na huko Tome zilitubin sana.
Funny thing yo ground tulikuwa tunacheza ilikuwa tu portion
kadogo. But after some 1 month hivi ilikuwa ni grawe ina attracted wase wa USIU. I remember lao alikuja several times kina Yujo Boka like ikakuwa ni famous wase wanajua Sunday place fulani Ruiru wase wanacheza hockey. Unaona like ikakuwa that serious kina Makori everyone. So Sundays ilikuwa ni derby huko tunacheza nini. Then tukaanza kwenda JQuat sasa. So from JQuat ndo nikaacha kucheza kama defender. Like hiyo kucheza huko ikanifanya nikaanza sasa kucheza full time kama forward ama attacking midfielder. Yeah. Ever since sijaikuwa so comfortable kucheza defense. Hadi hata ligi iliporudi nilikuwa nimepangwa defense okay, yeah, niko na hizo basics naweza fanya kila kitu but deep down niko na hiyo ajia. Yeah, you una hold your ball extra yenye of course imencost mara kadhaa. Una hold your ball extra but niyo time ulikuwa una train, you never trained as a defender. Na pia kwa akili yako iko mindset when you defender. No. So unajipata sometimes niko off position nini. So tukakula shoka. Tukarudi Super League sasa. And sikuwa na expect itakuwa that rough like turudi hivyo vibaya. So some players of course left. But sasa mi deep down bado naambiaga Jerry bana mi munipeleke tu huko mbele from midfield kwenda mbele. But the good thing Jerry agrees. Anasema so like chizo huko mbele anaweza win hizo ball from huko juu.
felt much more from
from huko kwenda mbele. So that's why season nimekuwa forward.
This season wameona the fruits.
Inabidi
the guy is scoring goals.
So we are almost at the end. So maybe to take to a slight break, we have some light moments. Lakini wapatie some names or coaches, and then you using one word describe what you feel about these people. I think watemko conversant na onyi coach onyi. So maybe tuanze nawe Dan, then tusikie from Solo. What do you think of coach onyi?
Brilliant.
A dad.
Coach Kimanzi, tuanze decide when ndio maybe uje nini naye kidogo.
Yeye ni opponent. To play, but ananisoundiaga kwa mse ako na cool head. Dan.
I have a lot of words to describe him, but let me say he's a mentor.
Yeah. Coach Wawa. Say
ambitious.
Dan.
Good soul.
Coach Willie from KCA. Dan.
Coach Willie. Wow.
I'd say he's a technician.
Yeah. And then finally Coach Senge.
Opponent.
Guardiola.
Let's move maybe to clubs. Chess. Solo.
Only describe chess.
Like one word. Yeah. What
chess is like I feel like chess is like a community.
Unity.
Parkroad. Dan.
Hard work.
Solo.
Teammates.
Wazalendo.
Wait.
Solo.
Sema.
Okay, let me just say Wazalendo mina feeling ni underperform. They have a lot of good talents. They have everything.
Yes.
Yeah, but to some reasons one underperform. That's what I can say.
Are you joining Wazalendo anytime? Solo.
Okay. See, ni keep it to myself as a respect to my current club.
Understandable. That's safer than Wazalendo.
World class.
But
then I can add, but they haven't realized it yet.
Finally, KU.
Wow, home.
I'd say home.
Home also. Yeah. For players, Omamo.
Woza.
That is Solo.
For Mama, I'll say maybe a mule.
Yeah. Munalo Kennedy. Solo.
Intelligent. That guy is intelligent.
Dan.
Master.
Ayub. Dan.
Age-wise, I'd say a dad, but age-wise, okay, we are not looking age-wise, but I'd say a dad. I know we've come from very far.
Okay, me does I describe Ayub kama no pressure player, like msemwenye tu yako hapo kujinais. The results azimshtui. Win ama lose. Kosa.
Then let's move on to some of the challenges. Toughest team umeface or toughest team una feel all the time inaweza kulemea. Solo.
Toughest teams zenye nimewahi face, I'd say Kenya Police. Watakubonda, watakupiga, watakukata, like wako na hizo vitu zote. Yeah.
Done.
I'll go international and say Tairat.
From your experience
from my experience outside, I'd say Tairat, the Egyptian team. Man, those people. You're trying to keep up, but they are doing that something that excites you.
Something extra all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Toughest players then. Sat down.
Kena.
Me, my toughest opponent mwenye ni my face. Mwenye like naweza sema sijai get the better of him na battles mingi. I'd say seme nani? Okay, nimeface wase wengi as a defender. As a defender naweza sema it's a tough one, but I'll go with Mutira. George Jue Chess bado ali school Butali bado. Yeah, like one mse mwenye ni ngumu kumunderstand.
Okay. Yeah. What maybe sasa what drives you bado? Tumesikia all the statements umekuwa nayo from the past to the present. Nini bado ina kudrive right now to keep on playing, to keep on kutaka kuwa better? Solo.
Me, hockey is my escape plan to a lot of things. Yeah, like hockey is my psychiatrist. Yeah, I might be going a lot, but nikifika grao, all those shades ziko hapo kwa grao. Like grao inakuja kunilevelisha. Yeah, training, game, nini. Like nafikaga game nasema, I've already seen enough uko nje. So this is my time yenye nafaa kuenjoy. Yeah, so you'll always see me smiling kwa grao nini, unless kama ni some incidents fry.
Wango kuna hizo pia.
Yeah, ziko. Everyone does.
Of course, moment of madness lazima. Dan, what keeps you going on your end?
So since childhood, I was always an outdoor person. Mini ule the playful wanafaa kuwa tu nje. And now finding a space yenye uko nje and you realize like it's I'd say hidden talent. I didn't know, hata ungeniuliza singekuambia ati nitaicheza kitu kaa hockey. But then you arrive at that scene and you find I can offer something.
Yes.
So it keeps me going. Then I also like the fact that there are some people young, I don't even know them, that look up to me. I get inboxes hata kwa Instagram, I don't know, people using funny names. And they say, Buddha, sijui nasikia hockey inachezwa wapi, tunaweza fanya nini na nini. And you just give them an advice, you don't even know them, profile pic yao probably hata hujaiona. And you say, that's a soul I've mentored.
Kumbe there's someone looking at what
you're doing and
actually taking good notes about that.
Yeah.
In the near future, sasa, what do you have planned? Where do you see yourself moving with the sport? Coaching, refereeing, what's the plan in the near future?
I think I'm still a player.
Yes.
In the near future, I'm still a player. Probably ahead, I'm going to be a coach. Probably. Yeah, but I'm still a player. I still have a lot to offer.
I'd say same. I still feel like, mi upenda kuacha impact mahali. So I still want to play. I feel niko na some 4 years mbele maybe za kucheza active hockey. Then from there, nitakuwa fan, of course, but maybe later naweza kwa maybe umpire ama nikwe coach, but mostly more of a team manager.
Okay.
Yeah, see coaching.
Now maybe school-wise, work-wise, anything that you are planning or you want to work on also? Solo 10.
Okay. I'm thinking in the near future nitakuwa msee wa animation. Yeah, that's something I've been in love with since back then, creator. So I wanted to try content creation, but I realized I have to show my face. People have to know, like, I'm not someone for the cameras and stuff. So naseti niko shy, like it comes with some pressure.
I can testify he's not shy.
Yeah, so there's a say maybe animation and editing stuff. Yeah.
Okay. On your end, Obonyo.
So me, probably in the far future, I'll get into politics. It's one of the reasons I took political science. Only that whatever we learn academic-wise is not actually what is portrayed by our politicians.
It's not.
On your look. Currently,
Owino.
currently I'm doing HR, human resource management. It's mainly HR mainly involves dealing with the people.
Yes.
So in as much as I know, I won't say I'm bad socially. I know how to socialize with people, but education wise it's helping me know how to, let me say, corporate socialization. Yeah. So, and I also have businesses in mind. Yeah, I have businesses in mind. The goal is to make it in the long run.
Definitely, whatever means,
Yeah.
as long as you put in the work, it should pay back. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Probably then we, at this particular point, as you've said, a lot of young guys are looking at you. The guys you know, some of them you might not know. So at this particular time, what are some of these lessons or inspiration that you might want to give these young players who will be watching this, or who will listen to this, or who are already watching you play?
There is no shortcut to it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to train. Believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. No matter what anyone says, believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, then you can do it. But remember to work hard. Yeah.
What I'd say, and I always say it at a training, wambia jana, like, respect time. Time is very important. Nothing can just, it's not a mushroom like in a grow overnight. Give it time. You might think you are there, then you're not. I get. So, wajipe tu time. Itafika place they'll be playing hockey yenye hata they never imagined they'll be playing. Na watakuwa na. Then another thing pia, they should also pia portray life poa huku nje. Yeah, it's not easy to succeed kwa uwanja kama huku nje you are not successful.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. The season is going on. I'm sure every one of you has already tested the back of the net. Anticipation too for the rest of the season, for your respective clubs, and ata for yourself, targets gani do you have, and how are you seeing that playing out?
So club objective, the main, as we were having a club meeting in the beginning of the season, I told them my personal objective is to play in the club championships again. And I believe we share that across all the teammates.
Yeah.
Personally, to my opponents, stay woke. I'm coming. Na nakuja kwa ubaya. Si siri. Yeah. Expectation for the club, I expect us to have a high finish.
Yeah.
As I told you, I described Wazalendo as world class. Mm-hmm. And said probably we have not realized it yet. If you see, our squad has a lot of young players. We have 19-year-olds and 20. Watoto. You know, people see Wazalendo, how we play, and they say, he experience wamegather.
And the names. So
we have children. We have Matthew. We have Bontu. We have Alan. People.
That's when everybody underperforming.
And they don't know their ability yet. I'd say that.
I'm also glad these are people who may grow all the way through the ranks. So again, that's really amazing.
But as seniors, we are there to keep encouraging them and to offer them the support.
Okay.
Yeah.
As for me, my goal this season as a team is to get the club where it belongs, the Premier. Yeah, we need to get there and stay there. On a personal objective, I'd say 15 plus is not bad. 15 to 20, then mwenye atani beat kwa hiyo
15 plus what?
Goals. Hurricane.
Yeah. The name is manifesting now. Okay.
Yes. Like mimi target yangu personally as I feel like I owe my grandmother a lot of gratitude.
Okay.
She's no longer there, but if I finish as a top scorer this season, I'll feel so happy.
Dedicate that to her.
To her.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you can't talk about other teams, but already you've seen the Premier League clubs play, the Super League clubs play, or even the Women's Super League Premier League side play. Any team that has stood out to you, or anything that has interested you so far from what you've seen in the Kenya Hockey League so far this year?
Hey, as for me, first of all, this team ni kama au naye walituendea. Au naye walituendea. There's this team called Strathmore. I wish we could be playing Strathmore week in, week out. Just so that we can beat them, then end the chapter. Yes. Strathmore has beaten, since I joined Wazalendo. Last season, they beat us home, away, and in a tournament. Mm-hmm. This season, they've already beaten us at home, and I was very psyched. That's the game I got a score. I was very psyched, and I told these people, we have to break this curse. Yes. But I think they are, in terms of fitness, and the reason why I called Senge Guardiola is in terms of structure. I think that's a team that maintains its structure. It has a structure, and inaitwa textbook.
Yeah, they trust in
yeah. Then there's a team called Western Jaguars. See you soon. Very fit team. Okay. Very promising team.
Hope you will be back to full fitness.
Hopefully I'll be fit for that game.
Yeah. That's in the Premier League.
Super League.
Women Premier League, anything.
Super League. I'm still affiliated to... I have a lot of affiliations in Super League. Uh-huh. I'm affiliated to Multimedia and KU. Remember that. Then, so I'm wishing them the best. Then I'm a member of Wazalendo. Mm-hmm. And I love the Masters team. And I know their potential.
Yes.
Then there's a team called Parkroad. Wow. Abedi. Solo. Ni sawa. All the best. May the best team win. May the best team win. But if Wazalendo Masters beats you, then I'm cheering for Wazalendo Masters. Okay. But may the best team win.
Yes.
For the ladies, I can't say much.
There's been a lot of changes in
There's
that.
There's been a lot of
now.
changes.
I'm feeling in the top 4, Blazers, Lakers, Strathmore, and then...
Amira is also showing something this season.
Potential. So
Gili.
how are you guys seeing that play out?
This season will be tough in the Premier. Mm-hmm. I think KU should also just step up. They have the potential. They just don't know it yet.
I feel the stage fright might be contributing to it a lot because I feel those ladies are really playing really hard. So the Titans, big shout out and hope you guys can pull together real well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your fans out there.
Yes. Solonio and Premier, Super League, and the Women League.
Okay, I'll start with the Premier League ladies. Mm-hmm. I have a strong admiration for Lakers. Mm-hmm. Lakers is like the old vultures, the togetherness, the fight in them. Like they take every game as a final. So I really admire Lakers and I wish them all the best.
Okay.
For Premier, I wish I was there for Premier League men, but for some reasons I'm not there. Okay. But I'd say timu yenye nakaa iko so nini. I'd say, okay, I also admire Wazalendo. Like, I see the way they play, work on your potential. That's why it underperformance. Like,
you expect more.
Every position unakuta wako na se kama wawili and all of them are good kwa hizo positions zao. Mm-hmm. So, sijui kwa nini wana lose ama kwa nini wako place, wana draw nini. I also say Butali wako sawa. Like, it's a team yenye na feel wako na a lot of potential here. But as much as kuna the aging out and stuff, they can still do it. Yeah, so for the two, maybe I'll pick Butali number 1 and maybe Wazalendo number 2. Or swap the positions.
Depending.
Yeah, for the Super League.
Competition back to you, Dan, to decide.
Yeah. Yeah. For the Super League ladies, I'd say Jayquat our ladies wako sawa.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I've not had a chance to see them
play.
Yeah,
like wamecheza hivyo for some time, so I think they have a chance. They have a chance this time.
Okay.
For the men is just Parkroad and others.
Yeah.
Have the confidence. Yeah, unaona ile kale kasuo kale kamimka yule ripa ile enda na kila mlango door to door. Yeah. And funny part MMU ni next. Yeah. So
Another good thing, Dan, we get to watch some of these matches together, so we'll just hold him accountable.
Okay, you see, now I have a testament. The last game tukicheza na Wazayao, I told his friend
you will score him.
Mwambia nitampiga bao 2.
You said it like that. You said it.
Na nili screenshot akaona. So maybe labda 1 ama 2 ni sawa.
Okay. Yeah. At least target yako ya 15 is right on track. So right about now, maybe any last words you feel that we touch on, and then shout outs to people who will be watching, friends, family, wives, girlfriends, wives, kids.
Can we start with King Solomon?
The name befits him, so let's start with that there.
Hii jina ni kama na US. So okay, mimi naweza sema like I also have this desire like maybe one day tutashare pitch na Dan kama teammates as opposed to kwa opponents most of the times, and maybe Mose pia like we can share like your one last time na get because we are not here for long. Get pia ka itakuwa possible maybe in managerial pia itakuwa sawa.
It's still being in the same team.
It's still on the line. It's still being on the same team. But and another thing pia naweza sema like we should take this hockey so serious. Mimi hadi when train tu hapa Kayumi waambia wao wase vile tu unacheza hapa grao hivyo ndio pia una treat maisha yako huko nje. It has to matter. If it doesn't matter, stay at home. There are a lot of things that you can do at home. So for the shout outs I'll say I'd like to shout out to all my teammates currently. I love them, and maybe if the time comes yenye kila msee anafaa kwenda his own way, I hope they don't keep it kwa raw, because from the deepest point of my heart nawapenda. That's why this season nimestay na wao despite kupata several other offers and stuff. And my friends, of course, I lazima niwa shout out. Imekuwa actually siku ile nyuma ni siku ya Wazalendo na Strathmore. You see like I was caught up in some family stuff, then nikiwa huko nasikia Dana ameka kitu. Baadaye nilikuwa natamani niko hapo hiyo moment. Yani niko hapo kwa hiyo moment. Juu zangu zote zenye nimefunga amekuwa hapo, umeona like, so I'll make it up to you. Ufunge regularly. So in quick recovery pia. So another thing pia naweza shout out pia, I can shout out to my father. He is my number 1 fan. Actually, wase wengi wajuagio, but whenever he calls me, he asks me mmecheza. Ama hata saa nyingine tumepigwa ananiambia najua mmeshinda na ngapi, but deep down tumepigwa kama 4 hivi, but usemi unaona. I wish apate some good health pia. I live long enough. One day nitamleta City Park. To my girlfriend pia, she's also my fan. So siwezi sema vitu mingi sana.
This time is for keeps. Good stuff.
Yes. Yani umetrack back ile nini kianza.
Akurada.
Sawa.
Mtajalia heartbreak hivyo to me before, so I'm glad kuna mtu. And then the same thing then I think before season yanze we are also talking, and you are very down about the possibility how your team will look like this season. So again, I feel happy you are uko content now. And you umewapenda vile umestate. It means then there's something good mnafanya as a team, and
I like actually napenda moments zetu kwa dressing room. Tunaweza fika grao waseone wa jamaa wamekuwa wakifanya nini huko, but that dressing room is lit. Sijai kuwa dressing room iko hivyo so far. The jokes na wase wa take personal, then ikifika time ni serious, watu wako serious. Shout out to Godi pia. Kina Jerry wote wase Brayo.
It's showing in the pitch, so minta wish to all the best. Tani niko uwanja. Social media for wale watu wanaweza taka some of these services, animation, editing, all of that, you can also just let us know ndio tuweze kujua vile tunaweza
Okay,
kureach.
currently there was a time I was working on a website but bado sijamalizana nazo, so I'm not deep into social media sana. Yeah, but nitashare tu baadaye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In case mtu may reach out for any of those services, also mean to make sure to direct your way.
I'll appreciate.
Okay.
Itakuwa na discount.
Lazima. Hi, done on your end. Shout outs, family members, last words, and maybe just where we can reach you.
So let me first be negative. It's negative and positive at the same time. To any union member watching, please treat us seriously. Just that. It starts from the facilities. Yeah. Then to the players, be passionate about what you are doing. You treat the sport serious and it will treat you seriously. We have to take it as sportsmen. We are doing this for fun, of course. Hockey is not paying people in Kenya. But we are still taking it. So when we are out in the fields, watch out for your friends' safety. These are your friends. In as much as in the 60 minutes they may be your opponents, they are still your friends out there. We all need each other in this society. So take care of each other.
Tell your guy.
I will. Alano umesikia hiyo. Yeah, and just take the sport seriously. Then shout out to my teammates, Wazalendo. Wazalendo is a name we got from Ghana, from the GRA ladies. So big up to you've been told we are underperformance. It means people have expectations for us. High expectations for us. Let's show them what we can do. And we start from Jaguars. Then to my coaches since high school, Coach Frank Odayo, Coach Rafael Otieno, Coach Onyantes Voli, Coach Fidelis Kimanzi. Big up. You people have made me who I am. Then I also share a dream of playing alongside Solo. Ntakuita tu Solo. Solo, Mose, and Mbadi. I don't know how that dream will happen, but I have a dream. I have a dream. So, shout out to each and every hockey player too out there. Bana, do what you do and do it well.
So thank you, gentlemen, for having this conversation with me. I think as I said when we were beginning, we start thinking we will take an hour. Then we end up it's 1 hour 45 minutes down the line, and we keep there's still so much we can talk about, we can touch on. We've tried to skim through a whole lot of this. So throughout the season, probably I'll be calling up on you guys once again or several times. We just discuss on the progress as individuals and as teams, so that we can just figure out how do we develop as players, how do we keep some of these friendships also off the pitch, so that we can just carry on with the same kind of development mentality. And thank you for listening to the conversation. I'd still request you keep on sharing your thoughts. Remember to keep following for more conversations such as this with some of your favorite players in the hockey scene. Probably later on in the future, we might be looking at other sports. As you've seen, they are very multi-talented people, footballer, basketballers.
He's a terrible footballer.
But hockey is where we are all joining. So just follow Off Pitch Africa on Instagram, Off Pitch Africa on YouTube, and also on all your favorite podcast platforms. Remember to share with your friends and stay tuned for new episode every other week. So until next time, keep it Off Pitch Africa.